In this new podcast series, I want to address a rather tendacious, controversial question, but I think one that needs to be addressed, especially now in our present circumstances politically. And by that I mean obviously the rise of conservative influence at the centers of government in more than one place in the English-speaking world, particularly, of course, the United States. And the question, quite simply, is this. As I'm an Asian expert, and we're living in a new, if not post-liberal era, an era where liberalism does not command total allegiance. And in that change of circumstance, a variety of things need to be rethought. And one of them, given that I'm an Asian expert, put it as you like, is has liberal Asian studies failed politically? Have we, as a collective community of researchers, failed to grasp the realities of politics in the Orient broadly, from Morocco to Japan, from Indonesia to Mongolia, and more specifically in East Asia, my special interest, Japan, China. I've also written about Vietnam, Korea, and Cambodia. So that's the question. Have we failed? It's a question. I haven't settled on an answer, but we need to arrive at an answer and make appropriate adjustments. It is my impression from my career in academia, as principally a student of Japan, that liberal attitudes have not been helpful. They have meant well. There is an ethical program to it. There's a desire to spread liberal democracy. It's the ethical wing of the end of history argument, which I will deal with. But it's not good in dealing with the realities of Asian politics as they unfold in countries politically different from our own. Japan perhaps being close, Taiwan somewhere in between, China, Vietnam, North Korea, another world. And that other world has to be understood on its own terms. And there is the key phrase, on its own terms. And the refusal of liberal scholars, in the name of liberalism, to understand Asian politics, East Asian politics included, on its own terms, is the main theme of this. So, this is not to say we discard the liberal impulses that motivate so many scholars in the West, but it does mean a little bit of realism won't hurt. We have to learn to live with it. I have tried my best to encourage this against the current, and now the current favors people like me, and we're going to have our say, but with a conciliatory desire for synthesis, mutual understanding, progress, collective progress, so that the Western understanding of Asian politics, or if you will, Oriental politics, if you want to include North Africa, is a really important topic for us now. And be your mode of interaction modern social science, or in my case, traditional Orientalism, then the game is set in motion. And from that game, we'll understand slowly, sometimes contentiously, but we're always with an enlightened spirit. The goal is to understand. Knowledge is power, and this applies to Asian studies as much as it does to anything else. And that is the point of all of this. And that is what we will discuss in the sequence of initially 4 podcasts about various topics as they arise in this new era, new partially post-liberal era in the study of Asia in the West.